aside here in this first quarter.
Come on, guys. Let's make a play here.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Richardson going on fourth down.
A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. A first down carry for Henry.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Henry.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 38.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to run for the first with Henry.
And he's going to have the Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Now they'll shift things around.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Chris Olave, the intended receiver.
But now it'll be 3rd down.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. You look at this Bears defense.
They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
They forced 7 turnovers. 7. Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Richardson off the play fake.
That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Richardson going to change the play here.
On 1st down. Cool. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, the Bears at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 3rd down. Cool. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Sliding out of the pocket.
A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
No score after one on EA Sports. Second and 5.
Come on, boys. Let's finish strong.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Now a handoff up the middle. Poole. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throw left side, complete to Cup. Touchdown Bears! Cooper Cup, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bears post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah.
And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Flush to his right. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
They go play action with Richardson.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down. St. Brown making the catch on the out route.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards that time for number 14.
St. Brown. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. This duo locked in 14 yards there and a first down.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Bears. Touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down.
And a Packer 1st down.
They'll look to throw. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
It's going to be a little frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they know they don't get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. 1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. That'll be caught. It's caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears continue to pull away here in this first half. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 28-0. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Well, they got to get to the line quickly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That's Olave bringing in another one. And they are going to have a 1st down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Bears are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 28-0 lead, you figure they're just going to be happy to take this lead right into the locker room. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Now a signal and a timeout call. as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Buffalo 18. Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And this one too low.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Cougar 19.
A final shot before the half. Richardson. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Second and 10.
Back to throw now on second and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Bears are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. He'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first down, Richardson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
Off play action. Richardson. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 33 yards that time.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Richardson. Touchdown! Cooper Kupp with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Bears have taken a 6-touchdown lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. And that flag accepted.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Do not kick it to 22.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this one is incomplete.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. There's a short one taken in by Otten. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Hey, check that. Goody.
2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Richardson looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bears use the short field to get in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. but you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on, but it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. It was Henry Anderson who got in there to get him down. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
That's good for the Chicago Bears.
First and 10, it's Richardson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Dragon 60. 65 catch. 65 catch.
Second down, here's Richardson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And the Packers are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6. At the 21.
Second and 6. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Hey, check that.
On the delay, here's Hunt. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now back to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That is caught. He will have the conversion and more than that. Touchdown, Packers. Chris Olave, 62 yards. And the Packers are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out.
Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 56 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Poole. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Bears are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A pickup of 2 yards.
Throwing. Hooker. He dumps it off for Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Here we go. Shot.
This is Hunt on the draw play. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Tackle back at the 41-yard line.
3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Hooker going to try and throw for it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
From the gun, it's Hooker. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. Of course, the air pass has been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
A 49-yard attempt.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and they will remain well behind.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Second and 10. Play action. Now Richardson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Richardson to throw off play action. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
First down throw here. It's Hooker. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
This will go to Henry out wide. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Tucker now to add the point after. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. Oh, I think the Packers got it. Yep, Green Bay football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. But this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Go!
Hooker throwing again on second down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They're not letting up.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They'll go for it. Hooker. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go, set! Panther 60, Panther 60!
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. That is incomplete. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just get going with it, can't you? After turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every...
On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, I'm down to my last penny. I still gotta back up, cause it's on this old train line. I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up.